Okay, so when do you call a product a failure? When would you say that a console, or in this case a mini console, has basically done the NASA equivalent of exploding on launch? Well, in the case of the Sony PlayStation Classic, I think you can just about call it a failure now. In England, where I'm from, the machine came out for £89.99. £90 basically. Now, the thing to remember is, when the SNES and NES Mini came out, they were their full-on retail price everywhere. They were sold out like hotcakes, they flew off the shelves, everywhere online was out of stock for them, and people were buying them, putting stupid inflated prices on them, scalper types, throwing them online and making a bundle out of them. I hope some dodgy scalpers tried this with the PlayStation Classic, because if they did, they're going to find themselves seriously out of pocket. Now, it might have been just before Christmas I saw a website selling these for £65, and I thought, wow, that's a bit of a drop for something that's only just out. And then Boxing Day, lo and behold, all over the shop, they were £50. Some sites were making out that it was a limited one-time deal, but no, it's literally stuck at that. And there's apparently stories that in some Tesco's they have been slashed to £25, which is almost a quarter of their release price when you think about it. And that can't be called anything other than a colossal failure. Well, you might say, this is just England, this is just one place. Yeah, you could say that, but it's already hit the news that pretty much the exact same thing is happening in America. The things are dropping in price, and you'd have thought, if they were ever going to sell a lot, it would have been in the lead up to Christmas, with people buying them as presents for partners or children, or I think the boat on a need for them has sailed. So where does it go from here? I doubt more of these are going to be printed up, because it's just not worth Sony's while. As their first foray into the whole mini console market, it's a crashing shame. But, to get a little bit conspiracy theory again, Sony had said that there wasn't a demand for this kind of machine originally. Now they've got the data which sort of proves that. They can go, hey, we did a mini PlayStation, the thing flopped on its butt, we won't do it again, it's not worthwhile, won't make money. But it hasn't made money because it was a rushed, hacked job, which arguably missed out a lot of what people would have considered key titles, but more than that, it had issues. They used PAL region games in non-PAL territories, making the games slower for some people who've grown up with them, and the machine didn't run as well as it should. They'd literally taken an emulator which was freely available online to download, and with minimal effort stuffed it onto the hardware. I can't help but think they set themselves up for failure. They could have made a fortune off of these things. They could have been followed up with different variants and then a PS2 mini, but I don't know, it almost feels like they wanted to fail, and like somebody high up who'd said that this kind of thing wasn't wanted, let this be done in such a half-hearted way that it would prove what they'd originally said. But it doesn't prove it. Look at the NES and SNES Mini. They sold like hotcakes. Things like this PlayStation Classic and the Neo Geo Mini and the various at-game Sega consoles haven't fallen on hurdles because people don't want them. They've fallen because they've been badly made. And it's as simple as that. Will I buy one? Well, when I see one at the right price, yeah, I might. I certainly never saw one in a Tesco's for £25, I'd jump all over that thing. But even that, even hearing that they've been £25 somewhere once, now kind of makes me view them as a £25 object. If I spend more than that now, I'll probably feel a little bit like grumbly about it. So, that's something Sony could have avoided. They could have done some kind of buyback scheme with shops where they went, look, if this thing don't sell, return it to us, this is what we'll give you for it, don't slash them to the point where you're losing money as well. Oh well, Kerr9000 signing off. Have a great day and keep on gaming.